This is Liberty's #1 big gun safe, the Fatboy Extreme. It's the 64. We're going to talk about how it's built, the fire protection, all the things that are included, so that you know everything about this safe. Let's get into the video. Let's start with what you see in front of you, right? Everything in your sideline. This mammoth stands 60 inches tall. Actually, it's 60 and a half, I lied to you. Here we go. 60 and a half inches tall, boop, 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 boop. This thing is 42 inches wide. Not bad. This guy is actually 27 and a half inches deep. Now, the depth, when we see it in the catalog and when I say it, only refers from the back of the safe to the front of the safe. So, that does not include things like a lock or handles. This particular model will come with an outlet kit. We'll get into that, but that does not include that dimension either. Let's go ahead and add about 3.5 inches when we're measuring spaces so we know what we have, okay? That's what you see. You also happen to notice this is the gray marble finish. It's actually one of the more expensive finishes offered. There are a total of 4. Finishes that you can get this safe in. The marble finish is about $200 more expensive than the other finishes. So you can think about that if you want to go with a little less expensive. Now it does come with this finish, the black chrome hardware. You've got the 3-spoke handle, of course with their Monster DX90 handle system. This is the ProLogic keypad from SecureRAM. Now, a lot of people like this one because as you're typing and going through, or you're changing your settings, if you're changing your combination, if you're adding somebody, taking somebody out, it's nice to have the LCD screen so you can actually see what you've pushed. And if you've made a mistake, you can quickly push the back arrow so you can get out of it. The safe is 100% available with a mechanical lock as well. The safe itself, you can't see it, but I want to describe it while I'm standing here. This is one of their 2-piece body designs, and essentially what that means and what really makes Liberty safes so much different than other safe manufacturers is that the top, the sides, and the bottom of this box is one piece of steel. They put the back plate on, they weld it continuous welded, all the way around the outside, all the way around the inside. They build and construct their door and they hang it on there. The 2-piece body is what allows them to do crazy things like drop it from helicopters and shoot it and roll it down mountains and all these other things and it not fall apart. Welds don't come out because it doesn't have as much weld as others. That's predominantly, I know, what you see in front of you. With that, I was thinking about it. I'm already on the body, I'll stay right there. It is constructed of a 12-gauge steel. That would be all the sides and the door. With that though, again, 12 gauge, it's not phenomenal. I'm not telling you that this is a bank or anything, but it's a very well put together steel content for the average knucklehead trying to break into our homes to try to get into our safes. The door though, with the same 12-gauge steel, also has another layer of it on the back side of the door. So essentially that's 2 layers of that thickness of steel. And let's say a couple things. I was going to drill the lock out and make my way in. I was going to drill right to the lock body and the thing will open, right? Well, on top of those 2 layers of steel, they go ahead and add triple steel hard plate behind that before I ever make it to the lock. And of course it has the external relocker that we talked about, which is like a booby trap. If you jiggle and bang on it too hard, you're gonna lock this thing down and it's exceptionally difficult to get open. They do have a slip clutch design. We don't talk about it enough in the videos. It's a very important thing, which means the idea is like, I see this safe, it's locked. However, if I just yank on this bad boy hard enough, I'll get it to go over, right? I'll put a big breaker bar right here. I'm a big guy, I got this, right? And then I'll bam, and I'll rip it over. Well, the slip clutch design is, this thing is clearly locked right now, right? The slip clutch design is so that I can just run up here as hard as I want to and turn it. Oh look, nothing happened. Slip clutch design's genius. And it works really well for somebody trying that route to get into it, okay? After that, we really start to look at the interior strength of the door. That's super important because we're kind of talking about thickness of steel and slip clutch and triple hard plate. These are the things that get us to our burglar rating, or things about the burglar rating that help us understand. Now, it's just an RSC, a residential safe container. That is its rating, but that is well done. When you make enough steel, when you put enough bolts on it, they're military flat locking bars. They are 1/4 inch thick steel. And now imagine what you see in front of you that I'm pointing at, each one of those. That's one piece of steel, right? Actually, it's like a giant comb going in and out. We've got them here, we've got them there, we've got them on the bottom of the door as well. So when this thing is shut, the handles turn, that's gonna make it where it's exceptionally hard for somebody to try to pry one open and or cut, because then you gotta cut through all of that steel as well to get the door open, right? So again, the flat bars, all 4 sides, that's great. Now, what also makes this thing a top seller is that with this size that we already went over in the beginning, it offers a really good fire protection. It's 110 minutes at 1200 degrees, which is almost what? 2 hours. That's a great fire rating. When they say it's 110 minutes at 1200 degrees, what they're saying is that if we'll put a graph on, how about that? Here we go. Can I do the lights in here? Yeah, let's try it. Here we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the lights. Thank you. So what I'm telling you is that if a fire was to reach 1200 degrees, and if it stayed that hot for a continuous 110 minutes, almost 2 hours, the inside of the safe will never get hotter than 350 degrees. So what that does, thank you, is that keeps our metals and our wood stocks and even our synthetics, our pictures, our papers, our cash, well below the rating that we're worried about of them combusting and or melting. So that's really nice. So 110 minutes, 1200 degrees. What makes the Fatboy tick? What makes it such a hot commodity? Well, it's the size, right? Almost 4 feet wide, over 2 feet deep. Right here is the deluxe door panel. They call it the deluxe because it's a little bit more than some of their entry-level safes. For example, I have 10 pistol pockets to insert pistols here. Right below those, I can put magazines. Right below there. Fancy little demonstration, you say? Empty. Empty again. So I could take my magazine, peel this bad boy back, boop, and I can store said magazine with said pistol. Kind of great for organization, I'm not gonna lie. We've got the we've got the zipper pockets here, here, and here. We've got the little pouches. People often ask me what are those for, and I tell them whatever your little art desires. Manufacturer doesn't actually list what that's for, it's just storage. Now, with the deluxe door panel, one of the largest bonuses, of course, is the cool pocket. And you know it's a cool pocket because it says cool pocket. Now, the inside of a cool pocket is heat insulated. It has fire retardant material on the inside. So whatever papers, including cash, that we stick inside of there, it'll actually stay 50 degrees cooler in the pocket than even inside the safe on a shelf. And we already have amazing fire protection here, and now we've brought it up quite a bit more here. So for some of those really important documents and passports, birth certificates, socials, they're getting even more fire protection. It's pretty simple. Heat rises, so not only are they insulated, but they're at the bottom of the door. So that's your pockets, your cool pockets on the deluxe door panel. The interior, the Extreme, I said in the beginning, it says on the face of the door, because as we know, a lot of times there's a center divider right down the middle, giving us 2 cavities that we can either have shelves and guns, or guns and guns, or shelves and shelves, right? This allows us to do quite a bit more than that. Most people really don't have enough weapons when they get into something like this. And they often think, man, I don't want to waste another half of the safe or have to use the whole thing when I can just use a little bit more. So they break it down into thirds, as you clearly see. And I've always liked the idea of, like, if I had this interior, I'd probably go scopes over here and then non-scopes over there. Didn't bring enough to fill it up, I apologize, but I think you see my point. Shelves down the middle, so for me, I would go ammo, pretty much all of that. Maybe up to, yeah, okay. You can hold a lot of ammo, that'd probably be a good place to do it. Then across the top, what's great, where normally on a safe, a Liberty safe, for example, the top shelf has really no support. Well, this has two supports holding that shelf up, so we can still actually put weight up there now. So we can put things like our kit, we can put things like our actual weapons and a few boxes of ammunition and have the strength to hold it. It's got a cutout here in the top shelf so that we can put a longer shotgun, like a 28-inch or 32-inch or something crazy. And then again, this is all movable, so I can take this out and I can do all guns. I can put these shelves on any one side that I want to, so on. So, what they're also giving us with our Extreme interior on the Fatboy is the Glow Flex safe lights, LED strips. Put them in yourself, plug them in. They do have a motion eye. That's great because, again, I told you it comes with power. So down there in the back is your outlet kit. The outlet kit will allow you to plug it into the back like a refrigerator so that you can get the power to the inside to use those lights. And if you want to add a dehumidifier or watch winder or whatever your kids are into these days, it's going to come with the rifle rods. And I should probably say that if you haven't seen it, we'll probably put a link in the description below. We did do a video on the rifle rods on my personal safe just to see how much they would help organize my safe interior. These things are exactly as advertised from Gun Storage Solutions. They make organizing and setting things up and getting better utilization out of the inside a breeze, and they come with it. So you're really set up to where you can really get some weapons really packed into this model. And of course on the website you can find, I do offer these separately. If you have a safe now and you need an outlet kit, we offer that separately. You can find all of that within the website with the links. This guy weighs 976 pounds. I'm gonna get asked that question a lot, and I normally do because I get a lot of questions from all over the country, and so many folks are wanting to take them down to the basements, which I understand, but it's 1,000 pounds, so please hire a professional. That's dangerous, okay? If this video does you well, and we answered questions, and you were like, hey, that's pretty good, it's all right, that guy's beard's great. Hey, like, subscribe, follow along. We want to keep bringing you content that you guys are interested in, and safes happens to be something we know a little bit about. This guy's going to hit you on the market. Now this is a fully done up model, meaning the marble finish, the nice keypad from Secure RAM, the ProLogic model. So this is going to come in at about $4406.99. So that's the highest price point. So again, you can save a little money on paint, go with a different lock, things like that, and still get the same great box, okay? If I did forget something and you have a question, that is what the comment section is for. Go ahead and jump in there. We'll be glad to answer that for you. And until then, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.